Hello, Pray It Off. Tonight we're going to talk about developing good habits for moving forward in life. Because you're either going to go forward, or you're going to stay the same, or you're going to go backward. Going forward, the time's going to go by anyway. So you ask yourself these questions. Are you happy? Is your quality of life what you want it to be? When I started Pray It Off, my quality of life was not what I wanted it to be. I couldn't go up and down the stairs. I couldn't walk up the street. Anybody who knows where I live, I live at a cul-de-sac, and there's this like little circle that's 1 mile. You walk up, you walk over, you walk over. It's our route, we call it. So when I started the group, at that time I weighed 338, and I said to Bob, let's go for a walk. So we started up the little, I probably went, all right, an eighth of a mile. We started going up the hill, and I looked to him and I went, I gotta go home. I couldn't do it. That's what the quality of my life was. I was just existing. I was so depressed that I missed Mass so many times that Father Pryor, I love you, Father Pryor, he'll always be my guy, knocked on my door. Where you been, Ellen? 5 o'clock Mass, he would look, and I wasn't in my seat. And I'm like, I'm really depressed, you know? And we sat there and we talked and talked. The busy guy he was, he took it upon himself to come to my house and say, where are you? And that is really when the seed was planted for doing something to change my life, to change my habits. When someone asks you how your life is, you know, even at my fattest, I'm a salesperson. You know, you learn these tricks. You know, people, you're in sales and they'll say, how you doing? Fantastic, couldn't be better. You know, how sales? Wonderful. It could be terrible, but you learn the talk. Even to this day, people, how great, I'm awesome. Inside though, toxic thinking, toxic talk. Then you got the people who are toxic. How you doing? You're like, terrible. And you're like, yeah. You know? So they're toxic here and they're toxic here. And the thing is, what do you say about your life? Because so much of it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I love that phrase, self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm never going to lose this weight. I'm going to be fat forever. Give me the donut. Self-fulfilling prophecy. You come here and you say, you know what, Pray It Off's kind of interesting. I just have to keep track of what I do. Ellen will weigh me in. I sit here. We talk about something different every week. It's not so bad. Oh, I might have gone to the fair and had a sausage and sandwich, but it's not the end of the world. We didn't go to the fair at all. Now, some people literally lived at the fair because they worked there, you know. Some people, I said, oh, did you go to the fair? Yeah, I went there 7, 8 times. 7, 8 times? Oh, my gosh. But anyway, I think that you need to expect the best. People say to me, do you think you're going to put that weight back on? And I say, absolutely not. Maybe I'll put 5 on. Maybe I'll go, uh-oh, I'm in trouble, and get back in the saddle. But I will never weigh 300 again. Never. And you can say, how do you know? I know because through the grace of God and the fellowship of this group, I am where I am right now. So are you honest or are you in denial? I hear an awful lot of denial. I hear an awful lot of justification. And it always reminds me of that Jack Nicholson line. You can't handle the truth. Remember that movie for A Few Good Men? I want the truth, I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. One of these days I want to say to someone, you know why you gain weight? You're eating too much. Well, wait a minute. Maybe I do say that to a few people, but not everybody. You're eating too much. Now, are there people who are really, really trying? Yeah, you hit a plateau, you hit a set point. But if you look at your log and you see bacon, sausage, this, fries, fried food, there's, you know, answers right there. Developing good habits will transform your life. So let's look at some of the habits we might have. And you know what I love? This article here. There must be more than this. Finding more life, love, and meaning by overcoming your soft addictions. I love that word. Soft addictions. I'm not going to go in order. I always say to people, you don't really need to follow along because you're supposed to be reading these at home. But one of the things, a soft addiction that I had was I watched a lot of TV. I would get home from work tired. Everyone's tired. You have some food, you have a snack, you watch TV. There are nights in our house when the TV doesn't even get turned on. Doesn't even get turned on because we're too busy trying to get healthy. You know, I'm working 4 10-hour shifts this week because I had Monday off. So I like to get up in the morning and ride the bike, but I can't ride the bike and get to work by 7. So I've been coming home at 5:30. I get home at 6 and riding the bike then because my habit now is to ride it every single day. That's the habit I learned. One of the things, and so we don't have time for TV because I'm planning to pray it up. I've got my sister, I've got this. Another soft addiction I used to have was playing online poker. For free. For free. I did not play for money, but you could win money. You could play for free and win money. I once had my account up to $300. I mean, to me that was amazing because I never put a cent in. Then the federal government froze it all because you're not supposed to play online poker. And I'm like, but Bob, I had money in there. But anyway, I gave it up 1 year for Lent. I gave up online poker. It was a soft addiction. It was something that I did because it relaxed me, because I thought it was fun. It really was a waste of bloody time, and I really shouldn't have been doing it. One of the things, a soft addiction can be something as simple as, you know, I don't consider reading a soft addiction until you read every minute of your waking time and you say, I don't want to talk to anyone on the phone, I don't want to do this. If you're, anything's an addiction if you zone out other areas of your life. Speaking of zoning out, I always call it a fugue state. When you eat and the bag is gone and you go, uh-oh, how did that happen? You know, you're watching TV, you're doing this, you're doing that. Anytime you eat something and you don't realize you did, it's called zoning out. Also, if you eat to avoid feelings, many people tonight said they had a problem. Were they serious problems? Absolutely. I say to them, and I don't mean it facetiously, when you ate, drank, did this, did that problem go away? Was it any different? See, I used to do that all the time. I had a problem, give me the chips. I had a problem, 6-pack of brew. The problem was still there. So we need to replace that with something else. I like to think we can replace it with prayer. We can replace it with taking a walk. We can replace it with healthy habits. We'll talk more about that. Also, hiding the behavior. Now, I know darn well there are some of you, not all, that do not write everything on your log. And that is a form of hiding the behavior. This log is for you. I am the facilitator. Here is my log. Who do I give it to? Oh, here, Ellen. Here's your log. I give myself my log because it's for me. And your log is for you. You can say, I ate a Whopper with cheese and I'm not going to write it down so I don't want Ellen to know and judge me. You still ate it. You own it. So hiding the behavior from me, number one, is ridiculous. And number two, that kind of behavior shows me and shows yourself that you're like in a little bit of denial about what you're doing. What I love is these people who come in and say, I ate like a pig this week, there it all is, I'm back in the saddle. Amen. No excuses, no justification, no tears, just this is it, going forward. That's what we need to do, own it and going forward. Also drinking. You know, I told the whole I'm going to be an alcoholic story last week and it didn't work out for me, unfortunately. I can't become an alcoholic because of the calories. I also believe that God does not want us to turn to food and drink because he's there going, excuse me, pardon me, I'm here to help. Can you call on me? Also, we become out of touch with our deeper self, our deeper prayerful self when we give in to these denials, the fugue states, the bad habits. Okay, Bob, I'm going to stop right there.